Hi, can you hear me? This is my first time live, so I don't know if I'm doing this right. Thank you. I'm just gonna put on some lo-fi in the background. Can you hear me, and can you hear the music, and is it too loud? That's too many questions. Thank you. Yeah, those are my three, and one of them is playing somewhere off screen, so if he comes around, hopefully you can see him. Okay, perfect. Yeah, this is all very new to me, so just bear with me for this. And the angle's kind of weird because you're on top of my second monitor, so I'm looking at the first one. Hope that's okay. Hi, welcome. Thank you. Yeah, I got this bootlegged Rammstein shirt from my first time I saw them live. I bought it in the parking lot, but I was in college, so I was broke. But then I saw them another time too. I do love Rammstein. And also, this is caffeinated because I have a Monster. I shouldn't be drinking these, they're terrible for me, but... Before we get settled in, let me know if you enjoy the lo-fi. I just like to put on like lo-fi or ambiance when I'm reading, so if you want me to change it up, I have a little playlist, and also I'm gonna have the Pomodoro timer in the other little box. Hopefully you guys can see that now. So yeah, they're such a good show, honestly. They're amazing live. Yeah, I love a bootleg shirt. I mean, the design's really worn out now, but that's because I've washed it and worn it a million times since then. I think I saw them like, might have been 6 years ago, 7 years ago. Also, I don't know how to do like moderation of any kind. I don't know. I've never done this again, and you know, there's only a few people here now, but I don't know if I can do that or not. I'm kind of just messing with everything. Oh, someone's in the background. Mochi, do you want to say hi? Hi. He might walk around back there, but that's my son, Mochi. The other two are downstairs at the moment. Oh. Hang on, let me see if I can... He was just kicking that toy around. Hello! Mochi! Okay, we'll see if he does it again. But yeah, that's Mochi. He is my handicapped son. He has one eye and like half of his teeth. You're not late at all. I literally just started. I've got 3 things in progress right now that I need to read. So, reading The Hunger Games. I'm about 70% into this one, and this is a reread since I technically read it when I was a teenager, but it's been a hot minute. I've got Heartstopper Volume 4. And then I have this manga called Skullface Bookseller Honda-san, which you guys gotta see the art on this. Sorry, it's shiny. You gotta see the art on this. It's so cute. So I've got these 3. I'm just gonna kind of see what I'm in the mood for and go from there. Let me know what you guys are reading. I'm just kind of yapping before we start focusing, so let me know what you guys are reading. Oh, thank you for saying hi. It means a lot. This is my first one, so it's a little scary. So thank you for coming by. I would love to do this more often, though, now that I have, like, you know, my stream set up on OBS. I used to stream years ago on Twitch, actually, just gaming, and it remembered my layout from, like, a million years ago when I was doing that, so that was kind of funny, but I had to overwrite everything. No, I gotta lean the other way. You see him? It's this catnip-filled, crinkly teddy bear toy. So if you hear a lot of crinkling, that's Mochi. Johnny Appleseed by Joshua Whitehead. I have not read that. Are you liking it? Oh, you're starting it. Okay. I mean, you read it. Artemis, you are so impressive, by the way. The amount of books that you read in a month, I can't even fathom reading that many. But that's also because I think my primary hobby is gaming. I play a lot of games, and so usually if I have some free time, it's like I'll boot up Palia or World of Warcraft or something like that instead of reading. Someone recommended I Want to Be a Wall Self-Pig. Ooh, I Want to Be a Wall. I wonder what that manga's about. I wonder if it's kind of like a silly one or something. This one is very silly. It is so unserious. It's literally about a bookseller who, let me just show you like the first. Well, this is the first page. It's in color. But literally like that's the main character, and they work at a bookstore, and like some of the characters have like, this one has like a bag on his head, and then, oh my god, I'm going the wrong way. That one has like a bike helmet on. There's one that has like a pumpkin head, but usually the clients are like regular looking people. But like, that's like, sorry, I'm tilting it. Oh my god. It's because I can't understand that it's mirrored. But like, this is one of the panels. I was like, this is so silly. So I'm enjoying this one so far. Shadow of the Knife. I wonder, is that, it sounds like a fantasy. Who is it by? Thank you, Samantha. You also love gaming. Yeah, I feel like I have a hard time listening to audiobooks when I'm gaming because I'll kind of phase out, and then next thing you know, it's been like 20 minutes and I don't know what happened. I guess it depends on the game. If it's something like really chill and cozy like Stardew Valley, yeah, for sure, you can do an audiobook. I finished three books in a weekend playing House Flipper. Oh my god, I love that. I loved House Flipper. It's so fun. Hi, Caitlin. And yeah, so those are my 3 cats on screen. The one on the bookshelf is supposed to be Mochi. This was all from Canva, by the way. I didn't like draw any of this. It was Canva Pro elements. So the one on the bookshelf is Mochi. The one next to the books is Matcha, the black and white one, and then Mango is my big orange guy. So I got 2 tuxedos and an orange guy. Oh my gosh, I can't even keep up with the chat. Had to switch to tablet. Ugh, I'm sorry it froze. It's so annoying. Sometimes with streaming, it's kind of weird. Hopefully you guys can hear and it's not laggy or anything. Hi, Adriana. Thank you for joining. I think there's an ace woman and a gay man who get married to please their families, but they're actually platonic friends. Oh, I love that. There was one that I saw. I'm gonna look it up. There was one that I saw yesterday recommended on like an Instagram post that was about an aro ace platonic relationship. My screen is cropped so you can't see the cover, but it's called Dear Wendy. I don't know if I'm gonna add it to my TBR, but it looked really cute. I think we need more platonic friendship, platonic romantic, I guess, like books, you know? I don't know. Hi, Lori. Thank you so much. Hi, Sage. Yeah, Mango, Mochi, Matcha. It's too many M's because sometimes I'm just like, Mang. I don't know who's talking to. Like, it's like a parent who mixes up their kids' names. That's me with my 3. The next one definitely cannot be an M name. I can't do any more. Samantha tell you more about Dear Wendy, or... Also, sorry for all the yapping. I know, like, it feels weird being like, oh, we're gonna stream sprinting and then I'm gonna do a lot of yapping, but I know, like, Katie does a lot of yapping, so hopefully that's okay. You will? Okay. I can put, let me drop the link for that, by the way, in case anyone wants to... Can I share a link? I can, because I'm the host. So if you guys want to look into that, I literally just saw it in, like, not like a sponsored, but, like, LGBTQIA plus pics for, like, it might have been on, like, International Non-Binary Visibility Day. I think I saw that. Thanks, Adriana. You guys are so nice. Oh my god. Beverage of choice. Mango Loco Monster. These kind of make me lose my mind a little bit, though, so. Yeah, so I found this timer, and we can change how long we want to go, and then it does like a short break for 5 and a long break for 15, but I'm gonna play with these, and I'm thinking about whether or not I want to do like a cozy game during the long breaks, like play a little bit of like Palia or something, and just kind of like have that like in the middle of the elements or something. I don't know. We're gonna improvise a little bit. You're terrified of energy drinks, yeah. Honestly, I mean, there was a little bit where I was having way too many energy drinks. So, I just realized, hopefully this lo-fi is not... I don't know if I'm gonna keep the video on my channel or not. I would like to, but I don't want to get copyright struck by this Stardew Valley lo-fi. Hopefully I won't get copyright striked. They haven't, and they have it on here, so I'm sure I'm fine. You guys like that idea? Okay. Yeah, I'm playing this... Have you guys heard of the game called Palia? P-A-L-I-A. It's a really cute online cozy kind of game. There's like farming and fishing, and all the villagers are... Basically the concept of it is that you're the only human, along with all the other like player characters like in the online game, and the rest of them are like blue/purple pointy-eared like elf characters, and there's like different, you know, bugs and fish and plants and things like that to collect, and there's a few different maps as well. It's very cute, and it's free, which is crazy. It's free to play, so it's really fun. Maybe I'll play that during the long breaks if I ever stop yapping. So yeah, to anyone who missed the intro, because we're gonna start... Oh my god, hang on. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see it very well, but he is laying his head on the teddy bear as a pillow. That's Mochi. I love him so much. Actually, I'm also gonna show you guys pictures. I'll show you pictures. This is... Can you focus? Bruh, focus. It's blurry, but... It's blurry, but that's Mango and Mochi. They were on my armchair, my reading chair yesterday. And they were cuddling, and it was very cute. Matcha and Mochi, so the two tuxedos, we jokingly call them Team Rocket because they are just a nightmare. They're so mischievous, and they're always beating each other up. And Matcha's the boss for sure. She's the leader. So, oh yeah, I was gonna show you guys what I'm reading. In case it's not clear, I have ADHD, and the monster does not help. So, I've got Hunger Games. I'm annotating as well, and I'm about 70% through that, so I think I'm going to finish this. I would love to finish this today, so I can put it towards the Libra district. And then Heartstopper Volume 4, which, again, I'm pretty far into that. And Skullface Bookseller Honda-san, which is a manga, and I'm really far into that. Not really far. Less than halfway. But it's a manga, so... Anyway... Let me catch up on the chat. Sorry, I was talking too much. Yeah, Pally is on Switch, too. I hope you guys are able to... I don't know if it's free on Switch, but I imagine if it's free on PC, it might be free on Switch. I hope you guys enjoy it. It's very fun. And like I said, if you're on the fence about it, I mean, it's free, but if you're on the fence, I'll show you during the long breaks. But I don't know how long I can go today. I do have company coming over later. My fiance will be home at some point, but would love to get a few sprints in. Hang on. I'm moving my, I feel like I'm very off camera. No, I'm not. I'm fine. Okay, now that we're kind of settled, and we've yapped and such, I think we could probably go ahead and do some sprinting. What do you guys think? Do you prefer to go for a longer sprint or a shorter? Do you want to start with 25 and then go from there? Hi, Alyssa. Thank you for stopping by. I was just, you haven't missed anything. I've just been yapping. We're going to start soon, though. I think, I'm trying to figure out what I want to read first. I might finish Heartstopper first. I'm kind of feeling that. Alright. And, by the way, I'm going to mute my mic during this, but you should still be able to hear the lo-fi. So if you want to hear the lo-fi, you can keep that unmuted. I know not everybody likes to listen to stuff while they're reading, so... Okay. Alright. So I think we're going to start, guys. Let's do it. Huh? Oh. Oh, I have to allow notifications. Okay, we're gonna sprint for 25, and we're gonna maybe take a short break after that. You'll be listening to 3 Shattered Souls. Okay. Alright, I can't talk anymore. See you guys soon. Okay. How was that sprint for everybody? I finished Heartstopper, Volume 4. It was very cute. If any of you saw me reacting quite a bit to the end, there was like a family smackdown situation that happened, and I was like, yeah, you fucking tell him. And then there were some cute moments, but this one was also very emotional. This one was probably the heaviest, I would say, out of all of the volumes I've read so far. It gets a lot into like mental health, and as someone who suffers from anxiety disorder, it felt a little real. But it was good. It was a good read. Yeah, you guys were very productive. Sometimes that's just what you gotta do. I ended up finishing with like a minute or two left on the timer, so I just updated like my Goodreads and stuff. Aww. Yeah, I need to find a good like coffee shop or something to go. Should I start the timer for short break? I don't know if I'm necessarily going to time the breaks. I don't know. We're just going to wing it. Yeah, I need to find, like I was saying, I need to find a coffee shop or something that I can go to just like sit and, you know, find a nice cozy place with a yummy drink. I think that when I'm home, I don't focus as much as I should, but I think when I'm doing sprints, like when I'm in a sprint that someone's hosting, or apparently if I'm hosting my own, it is nice. Oh, nice. I read The Brightness Between Us. What did you think of it? I think for me, I liked The Darkness Outside Us a lot more, but I think Brightness was still, it was very interesting. It was very, like, unique, I think. I'm happy that I finished that one. Oh, I need to update the readathon tracker. I gotta do that. I always gotta make sure that I'm logged into the right Gmail when I submit these, because I might have submitted one book under the wrong Gmail. But I guess it doesn't matter. It still just goes into Libra, so. But. And it's by a marginalized author. And then how long was this? I gotta remember to divide it in half. $384 divided by 2. 192. 192 pages for Libra. You listen to an audiobook, The Unworthy. I think I've heard of that one. I feel like I recognize the... Yep, yeah. I recognize... the cover came to mind. How are you liking it so far? Yeah, Alyssa, I figured it didn't really matter what email. As long as it goes to the right district. But that is the 4th book, I think, that I've read so far in July. Yes, 4th. Granted, you know, it's a graphic novel, so... But the other 3 that I read were, like, full actual books, so I feel pretty good about it. You love Tender as the Flesh. Yeah, I cannot read that one. I wanted to, but it's very, very gruesome from what I've heard, and I'm still kind of like figuring out my limits with horror, especially cannibalism horror, so. No. I'm gonna submit for Libra because I do not want to get eliminated. I need to fight for us. I was shocked at the last canon ceremony that we lost 3 districts, right? 3? I think us Libras only have 1 tribute left, so we're hanging on. Hanging on by a thread. You didn't like the Unworthy. Yeah, I've heard that it's kind of divisive. I think some people really love it and some people really don't. It's so funny how reading taste is so subjective, isn't it? I guess that's why it's really important to, evaluate why someone loved something or hated something, because they might have different reasons for something that they hate, you might love, That's funny, Sage. Yeah, I mean, I read, oh my god, I can't even think of what book it was that had some cannibalism in it. I don't know, I'm drawing a huge blank right now. There's, the author, there's a book called A Certain Hunger. That author, I believe, wrote a novella that's also cannibalism-y, and I think it's tied to some kind of Greek myth, I believe. And, like a myth retelling. And I saw someone's reading vlog for it, and they read a quote from it, and, like, even without me having read it, I was, like, traumatized by how gruesome that was. How terrible it was. I was like, wow, that's some imagery I'm never gonna forget. You ever just get traumatized by, like, a sentence? Just gonna add Taurus. My mom's a Taurus. My dad's a Virgo, I think. Yeah, you loved A Certain Hunger? Yeah, I don't remember what the novella is called, but it's by the same author. Something Host. I was gonna say, you can look it up, but I'm gonna look it up for you as well. Because now I also need to remember what the title is. An Excellent Host. Yep, that's the one. It's only 69 pages. It's very, very short. And it is well, the description doesn't say, but I'm pretty sure it's a retelling of something. But yeah, it's only 69 pages, but from what I've seen, it is extremely gruesome, and it is about unhinged female rage and revenge. So, if you like that. Oh, keyboard ASMR? Yeah, my keyboard is very clacky. It's very nice. I think I need to like lube the switches or something though, because it doesn't sound as nice and soft as it did when I first got it, but it came like pre-lubed, I guess. I hate that word though. You went to go see, I gotta read, you went to go see a play based on an actual cannibal. Yeah, that's the thing, is like, I think when I read some horror and like my brain is like, this has probably happened in real life, or someone conceived of this idea and wrote it down or made a movie out of it, which means that someone else has probably done it at some point. And then I get in my head about like, oh, that's gross, that's terrible. So, yeah, that's my thing, is I'm like, oh, this has probably happened to a real living person before. You just want to hear typing? I can do one of those Let's do one of those typing test things. Granted, it's gonna be like it's gonna be kind of cut off because I cropped the window. Let's do 1 minute. Let's do words per minute. Oh my god. Oh, no, I don't like that noise. Hang on, let's mute that. That's terrible. Okay. Oh, hang on. Oh, I can backspace. Okay. I was doing so good and then I got messed up. Oh. How'd I do? 74 words per minute. Hello, welcome. We're just fooling around. Yeah, thank you. I type really weird, so you can't see my keyboard obviously because it's cut off. But like I don't type with the hands on like the certain position and like move your finger. I literally type with pretty much just these two fingers and like maybe my pinkies or something, and like I kind of hop all over the keyboard. I've always done it kind of weird, and my teachers would always give me shit about it when I was learning typing in school. But I was like, this works for me. Why do I need to use your method when it's slower? This is better for me. I'm faster and it's more accurate. Of course, that's before I was diagnosed late in life with autism and ADHD. So, well, I'm not diagnosed with. I don't want a diagnosis. In this economy, I don't want a diagnosis, but you want to see? Okay, let me see if I can. How the fuck am I gonna do that? Okay. No one panic. We're moving. Oh. Hang on. I need something to reinforce the camera. There we go. Alright. How's that angle? Let's do it again. Maybe like that. It's kind of hard to see because I move so fast. Oh my god. I'm doing really bad because I'm trying to make sure that you guys can actually see what's going on. Oh yeah, you like the nails? I need to get them done. Anyway. Alright. Nobody panic. We're gonna move again. Also, this is my rat. His name is Ziggy. Short for Zigzag. No one panic. Nobody panic. I feel bad moving the camera because it's very jarring to have to watch it. So there we go. There, now you know how I type. No one asked for this information, but alright, maybe we need to do another sprint, huh? Keep myself on track. I'm just having a good time chatting with you guys. Also, I showed you at the beginning of the sprint, but I don't know if you were looking. This was the bookmark that I had inside of... Hello? This was the bookmark that I had inside of my Heartstopper. It's this really shimmery, pretty rainbow holographic foil. And I got it from... The shop is on Etsy. It's called Cooper Calligraphy Art. I have several bookmarks from her. I love her stuff. She's on Instagram, makes really nice videos as well. You thought it was a real rat. I actually had rats before. I had pet rats. I had 2 of them, and they were very sweet. I do love rats. I have a tattoo of... People always call it a mouth. It's because it's not life-size, but I didn't want, like, a life-size rat necessarily. Can I, like, show the camera? There we go. This is my rat/mouse buddy. His name is Moss. I named him Moss because I just thought it was cute. And so I always have that, and people are like, oh, it's a mouse. I'm like, well, it's a rat, but, like, it's small enough that they're like, yeah, it's a mouse. But I'm like, whatever, you know. Tattoo content. You're now I can't speak. You're now realizing you use your first 3 fingers. Yeah, see? Like, once you think about it, there's so many more efficient ways to type that they don't teach you in school. But, like, if it works for you and your brain gets it, then use that, you know? You had one called Marzipan? Oh. Mine were, so I had one called Barnaby, because when I got him, he smelled, well, he always smelled really bad, but especially when I first got him, because he had that pet store smell. I don't support buying animals from the pet store, but I used to go to this local pet store just to, like, look at the, like, rats and snakes and cool stuff. And he was there, I saw him, and then I came, like, a month later, and he was still there. And I was like, I gotta get him out of here. Save my boy. So I literally had nothing prepared. I had no cage yet. I had been researching getting rats, but I didn't commit yet. And so I literally had to bring him home and, like, DIY something until I could get a cage. But he was a really sweet guy. And then I adopted another rat, which, by the way, there's actually an organization for adopting rodents, by the way. It's called, what is it called? Hang on a second. What is it called? I don't remember the name. Mainly Rat Rescue. Like Maine, the state. Mainly Rat Rescue. They do rats, mice, guinea pigs, I think. But I adopted a rat from there, and I got him the day before Halloween. Like, I picked him up the day before Halloween, so I named him Zero. Like, from Nightmare Before Christmas. So I had Barnaby and Zero. Zero didn't really love attention or being held or anything. He was kind of his own guy. But Barnaby, oh my god. I would, like, put him in, like, the neck of my hoodie or in my shirt, and he would just, like, hang out. Or he would, like, sit on my shoulder and kind of, like, get tangled up in my hair. He loved nesting in my hair. Yeah, I love rats. I wish they lived longer. They only live, like, 2 to 3 years. My gecko's just threw himself off a ledge. I'd love to see. You should post in the Discord for the readathon. Have you posted pictures of your geckos, Sage? Now I need to go check. Oh my gosh. There's so many good pet pictures in here. Oh, Sage, are those your cats, the white cat and the gray tabby? They are so cute. I'm just catching up on the pet Discord now. My god. I love animals so much, man. I volunteer at an animal shelter as well. I work with the cats. So sometimes in my vlogs, I'll post little sections of just like little clips of the cats from the shelter. I love showcasing them just because they're so sweet. I love them so much. Oh, I'm sorry about your geckos, Alyssa. That's so sad. A lot of animals, they don't live long enough. And then you get a bird, and they live for like 30, 40 years. This little tiny perpetual toddler, and they live like 20 years. We had birds too when I was a kid. Little Mermaid, I have other tattoos as well, and I can show them off if you want to see them, but they're video game oriented. I want to get more. I'm planning to get a tattoo inspired by the Locked Tomb series, which is my favorite series of all time. So like the Gideon the Ninth, Harrow the Ninth, Nona the Ninth books. If anyone hasn't read those, you need to get on that. But I want to get a piece on like my whole, probably like shoulder from shoulder to elbow. I want to get a piece done, a custom. Oh, let me see. Oh, kimchi. Oh my god, that's so cute. Your gecko is so adorable. It's very big too. How old is he, she? How old are they? Oh my god, they're so cute. The only reptile that we've had in my life, I think, was when I was a kid. We had a Chinese water dragon. And he was a really stupid idiot. Let me see if I can find a picture. Was that him? He looked more like... He looked like that. Ugh, you guys can't even see it. Well, you can see... you can see all but the head. That's so helpful. Wow. Wonderful. Let's open it in a new tab and see. There you go. I had one of these. I had one of those. Hang on, let me catch up. My cat's a tuxedo. And oh, May May. Oh, that's so sweet. Yep, I got my 2 tuxedos. Where? Mochi is over off screen now. He abandoned me. Tofu and Miso. Oh, I love those names. I was considering naming a future pet Miso, but like I said, I already have 3 M's, so I think I'm cut off now. Yeah, I'll show you. So I'm standing up because it's kind of easier. I have this one, which is, there's a glare coming from somewhere, but it's inspired by The Elder Scrolls Oblivion, which is one of my favorite games. This was my first tattoo, which is kind of insane for a first tattoo, but go big or go home, right? And then I have this one, which is inspired by Baldur's Gate 3, which is my favorite game of all time. And then I have one on my back that is a skeletal dragon, like from Skyrim, but I cannot show that one to you because I'd have to take my whole shirt off. Let me see if I have a picture of it, though. Like when I got it done, maybe I have a picture. I don't even remember what year I got it done. 2022, 2023, maybe? Oh, you just got him from a neighbor? How long do geckos live? What's their lifespan like, do you know? You had a bearded dragon. It made me very anti-bearded dragon. 2 crested geckos and a corn snake. I think corn snakes are really, really cute. They're the ones that are like pink, right? They can be like pinkish. I think they're so cute. When did I get my back done? I have a notoriously terrible memory and everything just kind of blurs together for me. So I cannot remember when I got it done. I'm just scrolling my Snapchat memories and eventually I'll see it. Am I too far back now? When the heck did I get this done? And I can't give up now because I need to know. Oh, it was right before I adopted Mango. Yeah. Okay. That helps a lot. I remember because I literally got my tattoo on my back. Could not wear a bra for like 2 weeks while it was freshly healing, and I had to go to the shelter in like an oversized flannel with nothing underneath and picked up Mango that next day. I remember now. And that was, oh my gosh, he was so skinny. When I first adopted Mango, he was so skinny. Now he's so big. Okay, I finally found it. It's kind of blurry with the webcam. This webcam is shit, but that's like the size of it, so. It really won't focus, but that's the size of the tattoo. It's like half my back, basically. I kind of wish, like, you know, it sucks with tattoos a little bit because you're like, oh, I wish maybe that I did something a little different. Sorry, one sec. My mom texted me. I didn't realize that. Okay, let me catch up what I missed. Oh, you love Baldur's Gate 3. And you're playing Skyrim. Yes! I've played so much Skyrim, honestly. Lucy, short for Lucifer. I love that. That's so great. Wow, crested geckos live a long time. That's a really long time. Okay, I will be right back. I need to go to the bathroom, and then we can do a sprint. I've been yapping too long. Be right back. I was muted. Thank you. Yeah, I do love my tattoos. It's just like, I don't regret getting it done. I just wish maybe I had done like different flowers or something on it, but it's not that big of a deal. Half the time I forget that it's even there because it's on my back. But the ones on my arms, I love, and I would not change a thing. And if you're nervous about getting something done, or you haven't gotten your first one yet, it helps, I think, if your first one is something a little bit sentimental to you, because then it's not like it's an impulse, because it's something that you care about a lot, you know? So that's why, like, my first one being my Oblivion one, it was so sentimental to me that it wasn't scary, you know, because I knew that I loved it and it had sentimental value and nostalgia to me, so that made it a little easier, you know? Like, for me, Oblivion was kind of the game that got me into gaming, and I used to play it with my dad. My dad was a gamer, or what is a gamer, and so, like, that's always had a lot of value for me. Even though Oblivion's not, like, my favorite game in the world anymore, it'll always be special to me for that, so that's my advice. And also, maybe don't go as big. Maybe don't go as big as I did for my first one, for your first one, because then you don't really know at that point if your pain tolerance is high enough for a large piece. But I kind of just went for it. But, you know, I say, you know, life is too short Your body is a canvas. You might as well decorate it, you know? Your nose piercing. Oh, I love that. I just have 2 on my lobes. I keep turning my head the wrong way because inverted controls. I don't know. I just have my 2 lobes done. I'm a little scared to get a cartilage piercing done because I know the healing is kind of a bitch. And this lobe, oh my god, my fiance just got out of work. Sorry, my mom, my fiance, everybody's talking to me. You got your first tattoo on the inner bicep? Oh, I've heard that that's the worst place. Yeah, this right here, I think I'm not gonna touch that. Because I've heard that it is brutal. One of the worst places to get done. I think the inside of the arm, like the underside, is not too bad. The outside is a breeze. It's so easy. And I feel like the outside of my bicep, like my upper arm, should be pretty easy too. Let me silence my ringtone. Although he's about to be driving, so. Yeah, my back actually was really bad too. Because when it got to the bottom of the tattoo, where it kind of is at the bottom of my rib cage, where there's like a little, like, around like your natural waistline, there's a little bit of like squishy fat. When it got to there, oh my god, I thought I was gonna die. But that was also at the very end of the session, and she was like doing the shading and the white details on the bottom of. I was gonna die. I was gonna tap out. But I think my tolerance is probably like 3 hours. 3 hours tops, I think, for a session. I don't know how people sit for longer than that. I can't do it. You like my ringtone? It's actually one of the sound effects from the Persona games. If you've played Persona 3, 4, or 5, it's the sound effect. I believe it's the sound effect when you level up a skill. There's a bunch of different sound effects, but I have a couple of them as my text tones, and then I have a ringtone. My ringtone and my alarm are Persona songs. I love that series as well. Oh, yours was a 7-hour session. That's a nightmare. You fell asleep getting your forearm tattooed? I don't think I could do that. You're hardcore. You can't decide what audiobook to pick up next. Catch up on YouTube and crochet. I love that. Yeah, I mean, if we're going to be sprinting, you can also just put me in another window. By the way, not to like self-plug, but if any of you guys aren't subscribed, I would love if you did. I definitely am doing this again. I'm going to be sprinting again because this is really fun. So subscribe if you want to get more sprints. And obviously they're always going to be, I'm going to drop them in the Discord, so you guys won't miss out. You're getting a Dragon Age tattoo! That's sick. Where? Like, where on your body are you getting it? That's really cool, though. Alyssa, if you want audiobook recommendations, have you read This Is How You Lose the Time War? The audiobook for that is very short. I think it was only like 4 hours and change, and it is excellent. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Golda. Back of the bicep? Okay. Not like the squishy side where it starts to get to the inside, right? Hopefully. I think mine's gonna be like... Mine's probably gonna be this whole, not down here, because that's scary. That starts to get to the inside with squishy bits. But also, I am currently unemployed. I got laid off like 2.5 months ago, so that's gonna have to wait till I got an income. That's why I've been honestly going so hard into the whole YouTube thing right away. It doesn't look like I'm going that hard into it yet because I'm still very new, but it's been nice being able to film during the day and now to do like sprints and stuff during the day because I'm not working at the moment. The job hunt kind of sucks though. It's kind of brutal. Hi, Chloe. Thanks for joining. The scary part. Oh no. Well, you seem like you're badass, so I think you'll be fine. But that's so exciting about your tattoo. You have to make sure to like show it in one of your videos or something. Do a little tattoo. Do a tattoo tour. Oh, thanks, Artemis. Yeah, it's tough. I was working for 3 years at a pharmaceutical company. I work in research. I have a degree in biology. So it's kind of rough. A lot of companies are laying off people right now, and my company laid off 130 people. So it's kind of saturated waters at the moment, but thanks, Adriana. That means a lot. Yeah, I this is all so new to me, and I'm still learning a lot. I'm just filming on my phone and, you know, using like not CapCut to edit and like Canva for my thumbnails, and I'm getting, you know, I'm learning with the quality and how to like make the videos look better, and I've discovered that I love video editing. It's been really, really fun. But also I have so much to learn. Thankfully my dad works in like video production and editing, and he's been a huge help. I'm probably gonna ask for like a vlog camera for my birthday in October. Tattoo tour, yes. Yeah, maybe I'll do one eventually too. Maybe after I get my Gideon the Ninth tattoo, I'll do a tour. Yeah, you started the same way. I think when you start out, if you don't have a nice camera, like you're not gonna buy a $600 camera or something just to start if you don't stick with it, you know? So I figured that'll be like something to kind of reward myself with for being like on it for a while, you know? Honestly, filming on the phone is not that bad. It just takes up so much space. The videos are colossal if you're using like certain quality settings, you know? Yeah, you can take a class. This isn't sponsored. Skillshare. I always see those Skillshare sponsorships. You could probably take one on there. It tests your patience. Yeah, it does. Honestly, filming tests my patience, because I have to repeat things so many goddamn times. Because I don't love the way I say a certain line, or I, you know, bungle it and I can't finish a sentence. I gotta start over and stop and start over. So it's like my own personal hell, but it's great. I put myself there. My year present to myself was a Sony vlog camera. Oh, I love that. Yeah, that's a nice reward, right? It feels good. Maybe I'll do something like that if I don't get it for my birthday. Yeah, no, I have to do so much editing. I'll just like freeze and try to like remember what, because I'll be mid-sentence and I'll say, like, I'll be like, what was the end of that going to be? What was I going to finish this sentence with? Or I'll forget a word. I've got to pause for like 2 minutes and stare at the ground. And you don't even notice when the videos are live and, you know, people have done all the editing. You don't even know. You wouldn't even know. People sound so natural. And you're like, oh, I wish I sounded like that. It's like, you don't know how many takes it took to do that, though, you know? Yeah. I think I'm still so early into YouTube that I'm still kind of learning how to talk to a camera and how to like put my thoughts into words that make a coherent sentence. And that's kind of hard, you know? It's different when you're talking just to a person, you know? Talking to a camera is very hard. Especially I'm very, very self-aware of how I look all the time, and if I don't like a certain thing, I have to like sit there and fidget until I get it right, you know? I don't know. I'm like my own worst critic about all that stuff, you know? When you realize during editing you never did actually finish that sentence. Yep. The other day I was filming like a part of my journal video, and I literally, like, I had gotten up to like go do something and never like hit record when I sat back down, and I had to just like put a little black screen. It was like, I didn't film that whole middle section. I'm sorry. Yeah. When you're just meh on something. Or in my case, in my July wrap-up, I'm gonna have to film, I'm gonna film it soon, because I kind of break down my wrap-ups now and film. I film them kind of like piece by piece, so I finished like, you know, my first 3 books in July, and I just filmed my thoughts on the first 2 because I didn't have the energy to film the 3rd that day. But I'm trying to like film my wrap up after I finish each book so that it's not like as many all at once at the end of the month, because I don't know about you guys, but my memory recall sucks. It is so bad. Like I said, I got the mental illness, and so it literally, like, if you give my brain like 2 weeks from finishing something, it's just gone. So I think doing it right after I finish the book is a lot easier for me. Not like right after, but, you know, within a few days. So I'm trying that. Oh, I never finished my thought. When I film my July wrap-up, I have a book in there that I haven't filmed yet that I did not love, and I know so many people love it, and I feel so bad that I don't love it. And I don't want to hate on it because it's not a bad book. I just didn't love it. But then I feel like an asshole. But who cares? It's my opinion. That's my opinion. You trashed one of your first videos because you didn't like your lashes. That's honestly so relatable. Yeah, I think I filmed my May reading wrap-up. I did the whole fucking thing. And then I was like, I look like dog shit. Even though I probably didn't. I was like, I don't like this. So I deleted the whole thing. I never even uploaded it. I just deleted all the footage. You had the back camera on and filmed the wall. Oh my god. So this is just advice. I'm a baby YouTuber, so don't listen to me. But like, just some advice, because I film on my phone God almighty. I film on my phone as well. And I'm on a Samsung. I don't know if it's on iPhone. I'm sure there's something similar for iPhone. But there's an app called Samsung Flow. And you can install it on your phone and on your PC or a tablet or something like that, or a laptop. And it links the 2 displays, basically. So I can connect it on my phone to Flow, open the Flow app on my desktop, pair the 2 of them, and then you just have to click the one on your desktop that says, like, I don't remember what the button says, but it's like sync or cast or something like that, because you're basically casting this, whatever this does, to your computer or to your tablet or to whatever. And so then once my camera is on and it's on the tripod, I can still see on my monitor what the camera sees. And that's kind of nice, because then I can check and make sure that it's actually filming, because I can see that the record button got hit, and I can also see that I'm in frame, or if the exposure is fucked up or whatever. Just advice to like the 5 of you that are watching this. Samsung Flow, it's very handy. I would love to get one of those cameras though that has the little like the screen that you can like pop out and then like turn it around and like aim it towards you so you can see what your camera is shooting. It's like an articulating screen that's the proper term. I want an articulating screen on a camera, because connecting the Flow and doing all that shit, and then you have to like, I'm sitting there filming and I'm looking at my camera, but then I have to like look to the side to my monitor to make sure that I look okay or whatever. And so sometimes I have to edit some takes a little bit short because I turn away at the end of my sentence because I want to look at myself or some shit. I don't know. It's ridiculous. It's so stupid. Oh my god. How about I stop yapping? Let's read. Let's read. Let's read something. Who wants to sprint? That's what y'all came here for. I should have called this yapping. Caffeinated yapping. Okay. I'm going to read The Hunger Games. I don't think I can finish this in 25 minutes, but I'm sure gonna try. Yeah, you do that too. It's so annoying, because, like, you don't even really realize it when you're doing it, and then you look at it after the fact, and you're like, oh my god, I wasn't even looking. Don't get me started. Okay, you guys are ready? Yeah, I know. I like yapping too. This is so fun. It's just little hangouts. All right, Hunger Games. That's not where the camera is. I've read all this. I annotated. Look at her. The star one. That you can't see that. That one with the star is when the games begin. Because I was like, oh my god, let's go. All right. I'm going to read The Hunger Games. If you guys haven't told me what you are going to be reading or doing, I need to change my my currently reading. Their Hunger Games. What page am I on? I am on page 262. So let's get that there. Okay, I am on The Hunger Games. We're gonna do 25 minutes. Potentially longer if I'm like right at the end and I need like 2 more minutes to finish the book. So probably 25. Tell me what you're reading and doing. How much longer is this video? Oh, we got time. We got time. We're good. Do we want to change up the vibes though? What feels like Hunger Games? I want like Cyberpunk. It does not feel like the Hunger Games, but it feels, it's futuristic. It's like we're in Pan Am. I want some cyberpunk. Deep future garage mix for concentration. I don't know about that. That sounds like too much work. Ooh, but that one's pretty. Let's see. Let's see this one. Have fun at the cafe. How does this one sound? There's not enough. I need the drama. I need the drama! We're at the end of the Hunger Games! I need drama. Let's see what this deep future garage mix is. Is this copyright? No, it's too much. That's too much drama. Oh, I like that this one is Judy. Guys, I'm so indecisive. I'm so sorry. You gotta bear with me. How do we feel about this? How do I feel about this? I feel like I like this. Well, to be honest, if you guys don't like it, you can mute me. I like it. But I care what you guys think. I think, yeah, I just want some, like, nice, powerful, something powerful, you know? Is the volume okay? How does it sound, by the way? Because I don't know if my webcam is capturing. No, but if I mute it, you can still hear it, right? It's capturing the window. Sorry I'm asking so many questions. This is very new to me, so. Okay. I'm gonna mute. We're doing 25 minutes. I'll see you in 25, okay? And if you haven't dropped what you're reading, tell me what you're reading or doing. Let's have fun, okay? It's changing songs. Okay, let's go. Okay, friends. I don't want to stop here because it was a good moment. So we're gonna do a short yap. I'm starting the timer, so it's short because I want to get back to this chapter. I hate stopping in the middle of a chapter. Welcome back, Adriana. How was the walk? Was it good? I don't know like where you guys are from, like where you're watching from, but I live in like the Northeast USA, so it's really hot and humid lately here. I don't love it. I'm not a summer girl. I'm not a fan of it. How far did you guys get in your reading? I was on page 262 and now I'm on 296. So let me update my doodad. I'm not doing math. I hate math. But I made some good progress. We are now this much to go. It's getting real close to the end. Oh my gosh, that cafe is so beautiful. Wow, gorgeous. What are you drinking? What are you eating? Is that a pistachio muffin? And what are you reading? Grateful for the short yap. You got to the love confessions. Well, if you haven't read The Hunger Games, close your ears. Got it? Close your ears. Until I put my hand down. I'm at the part where, like, Peeta and Katniss, they're in the cave, and the whole thing happened with, like, the cornucopia thresh thingy, and getting the medicine, and all this stuff, and now she's, like, kind of opening up about her feelings for him, and kind of, like, confessing that she doesn't want him to die, and that she doesn't want to lose him, and they're gonna have, like, their actual real first kiss that's not a staged kiss. So, yeah, I want to get back to it, too. Okay. No more spoilers. Unplug your ears. I almost said pistachio cuffin. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna stop speaking. Pistachio muffin. Oh, God, I love those. And just milk? Just milk? That's crazy. Oh, my back is so itchy. We're twinning. What are you reading right now? Have you told me? I don't know if you told me. You live in New York City, but you're an island girl. That cafe that you're at is gorgeous. It's so cute. That's what I want. I want to find a cute place like that near me. I really want just like a cozy little couch or an armchair situation with some flowers and plants and lots of natural light. That's the goal. That's the goal. Adriana, what are you reading? Persuasion. Oh, nice. I have not read any Jane Austen yet. I am not the biggest classics fan. I think my problem is just that it takes me a really, really long time to get through it because I'm not used to the way that it was written, you know? I want to read more classics, though. I just don't have the best track record with them, unfortunately. I think I need to read more modern classics, like 1950s forward, I think. And that's, modern, but to dip the muffin in. I was like, I don't know, some people really love a glass of milk. I don't know. I'm lactose intolerant, so it wouldn't be me. I know this music isn't the most romance novel, persuasion, or fairy tale, in your case, Adriana, music, but it's nice for me. I'm enjoying it. That's so cool. The Brothers Grimm fairy tales. I feel like I might have read something like that. No, I'm thinking of Aesop's Fables. I used to read like a book of fables when I was younger. I don't really read a lot of like short story collection, anthology type things now anymore. What's my favorite one? Or what's Adriana's favorite one? That's so relatable, honestly. Alright, yapping over. Back to it, ladies and gents and theys. He, she's, gays, and theys. Let's get back to it. Gonna see if I can finish this. Gonna see if I can finish this. It is matching? Oh, good. I'm glad. Alright. Let's get back to it. Short yap over. See you in 25 minutes. That's the end of that sprint. How's everybody doing? I got to page 324. I am so close. I'm one sprint away from finishing the Hunger Games. One sprint away. And I don't know if anyone saw on camera, but Mochi is here. He's on my lap now. A lot of people have left the stream, which honestly, I'm not going to be able to stream much longer. I have company coming over in about an hour, so I'm probably going to have to do one last short one just to finish the book, and then I'll probably have to hop off. I was going to say, I don't know if I can get him. Let me see if I can. Oh no. Oh, well, he's standing. This is Mochi. He doesn't like that. He didn't love it. This is Mochi. He's my one-eyed son. He was a stray, and something happened on the streets. I don't know where they found him, but something happened, and he got really hurt, and his eye and some of his mouth was kind of messed up. Alright, see ya. And so they had to remove his eye before I even got him. And his mouth was fine at first, I think. It was just kind of like droopy on one side, and some of his teeth were messed up. But about maybe like 3 years after I got him, we had to have a lot of his teeth removed because they were rotting. So I think he got some kind of bacterial thing in the attack. I don't know. Or whatever accident happened to him. But he's fine. He's totally fine. It doesn't stop him at all. He literally, he's just as rambunctious as a two-eyed cat. So, you cleaned your kitchen? Nice. Very productive. Aww. I'm sorry to hear about your cat. It's so hard losing a pet. Yeah, I've got the 3 of them, but my childhood cats have both passed on by now. And one of them was really hard because it wasn't even like he died of old age. It was just a really unfortunate thing that happened. Not to like go into details about it, but always make sure if you're putting on flea and tick medication on your animal, make sure it's for the right species. The flea and tick med that we put on him was for dogs by accident, and it was not good. So don't do that. And then the other one, he made it to be 22, 23 years old. I think he was like 23. Had him most of my life from a kitten, and he made it a real long time. That dude held on from pure spite. Oh, he had kidney failure. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's so hard. We also had to say goodbye to my family dog a few months ago, Scotty. He made it to be 16, which is pretty old for a yellow lab golden retriever mix. So it was really hard to say goodbye. It's so hard to lose a pet. But thankfully, all of mine are young, and I'm not going to take that for granted, but they're young. So just got to enjoy every day with them, you know? He's taking a bath. Just taking a bath. Just having a bath over there. I wish the other 2 came on screen, but they're both downstairs. They don't want to be here. Matcha was hanging out with me for a little bit while I was filming for a vlog before this, so she was up here. She'll be in that. She'll be in my next vlog. But Matcha is also tuxedo, like him. They're not related or anything, but she has thumbs, and The most gorgeous green eyes. And then Mango is just a very large man. Very large man. He's my Garfield. Your Labradoodle puppy. Oh. Oh, he got neutered yesterday? He's probably still really out of it, huh? Is he, like, high? Is he drugged? My fiance's family, my in-laws, they have a Labradoodle, and he is the goofiest, stupidest, just numbskull. But also, he's very smart, but he's just such a goober. He just is so excited all the time. We call him like an alligator or a crocodile because whenever you go over to pet him, he just like tilts his head all the way back and his mouth is just hanging open, and he'll just like he'll literally just go like this around your arm. So he's like a little alligator. And boy, those teeth are sharp. How old is your puppy? My parents just got a puppy this week. He is a rescue dog, and he's like 7 months old. They picked him up on Sunday, I think. His name is Charlie. Charlie. That was his name from the shelter, and they were like, I really like that. I was going to show you a picture. I'm going to show you a picture. But I know the webcam doesn't really pick up on photos very well. But that's Charlie, my parents' new dog. He's a lab mix, but I think to me he looks like a boxer, almost like boxer lab mix. He just has that boxer coloration, you know? Labradoodle terrier mix. Oh, God. Terriers are a handful. Yeah, he's teething. Mm-hmm. When their Labradoodle was teething, oh my God, he would not stop. His mouth was never shut. Never shut. Only 4 months old? Ugh, that's awful. Some people are honestly just monsters. I just don't understand how anyone can abandon an animal. It's really sad. I work at an animal shelter with the cats, so, I mean, we see it all the time. We see dumpster cats all the time. There was a couple of cats that were dropped off recently. They got adopted by now, thankfully, but they were found dumped in like a parking lot or something, and I don't know what the situation is behind this, but they were both declawed on their front paws, not the backs, but just the fronts, and they both had no teeth, none, and I have no idea why. I really hope that their owner didn't decide to just mutilate their cats by having them declawed and de-teethed. But they were both found that way, and it's so sad. The boy was kind of skittish. He didn't really love people, but the girl, Venus, I feature her in one of my last vlogs because I went to see her. Oh my God, she was such a sweetie. She, actually, it might be the vlog that just went live today. So I just posted a vlog, not to plug, but I just posted a vlog today. I think Venus is in that one, and she has no teeth, and her meow is silent. Like, it literally, there's nothing. So it's just a tiny little, like, croak rasp at the end. Like, I post a clip of her, and you can hear that there's audio because I, like, chuckle, but she opens her mouth, nothing. I'm so happy that they got adopted, though. I'm happy for them. Actually, a couple of cats in that vlog, because it took me a little bit to edit, a couple of them are already adopted, which I'm really happy about. The cat you rescued was 2 weeks old and had a congenital heart murmur? Oh my god. 2 weeks old? Were they abandoned at that young? I wonder if, like, they were... That just seems so young. Were they weaned already? That seems crazy. Because I know normally you don't adopt a kitten out for several weeks because they have to be weaned off, you know? Unless you rescued them, like you found a kitten and raised it, which in that case, that's so impressive. Kittens are a lot of work. Oh, I'm sorry you lost him. Yeah. Sometimes I hear stuff at the shelter and I'm just like, I want to cry. I want to cry for these poor guys. But it's really so special to see them come out of their shell. You know, we had a couple that got dropped off, and we had one that got dropped off, and oh my god, she was so scared, hissing constantly, just hiding in her cage. And then the next week, a whole different cat. She was so happy, rolling around, purring. Oh my gosh, you found him in your backyard at 2 weeks? Well, I'm really glad that you were able to take care of him and give him a long life. Again, that's so impressive because kittens are, especially that young, are really hard to take care of. Especially because you have to, I mean, they're not getting any milk anymore. Mochi's over there. What are you doing, Mochi? Mochi? What are you doing? He's doing nothing. He's just back there. Okay. We're going to do one more sprint because I'm almost done with the book. I probably have like a couple chapters left. We're going to finish the book. I have company coming over at like 6:30, so I need to go soon. He was just rolling around. Hang on, I want it. Look at him. Oh my gosh, yeah. That's a lot of work. Good for you. And good for him. What did you name him, out of curiosity? But yeah, I'm gonna do one last sprint. I'm on page 324, and I think it ends on page 374. I got 50 pages to go. I think I can do it. I think I can do it. His name was Benny, and your current puppy is Teddy. Aww. You know what's funny? Mochi's name, when I adopted him from the shelter, was Benny. Benny with an I-E. Not a Y. But I didn't like that. It just didn't really fit him, you know? And at that point, I had already adopted Mango from the same shelter, like a week or two before that. Because I'd gone to the shelter, I couldn't decide between the two of them. And so I ended up adopting both of them, but I had to wait for Mochi to get veterinary clearance because his eye had just gotten removed. So it was still pretty fresh. So I adopted Mango, brought him home, adopted Benny, named him Mochi, although Mango's name was Milo, M-E-E-L-O-W. And I changed it to Mango. And then Benny became Mochi, and Matcha's name was May, M-A-E, and I changed hers to Matcha because her eyes are like the exact color of a matcha latte. It's so cute. Hi, welcome back. I heard about the cafe. I'm so sorry that you had to leave. Well, I'm glad you're back for the last sprint. We're gonna do one more. I was telling them I have 50 pages left of the Hunger Games, and I really want to finish it. I have company coming over in like 50 minutes. 50 6 to 6:30. They better not show up early because I need to finish this book. So yeah, we're just gonna crank out one more sprint and then I'm probably gonna hop off. But I definitely want to do more sprints. Probably not during the weekend because I have so much going on this weekend, but definitely next week. I'm really having fun with this. It's a nice way to keep myself accountable for reading. But I also could always do other productive stuff too, like editing or job hunting. Job hunting. What a nightmare. All right, are you guys ready for a last sprint? One more to go. I wonder if I can do like what Katie does. I can't do it like the fancy way she does it. But I'm gonna put it's off center. Please forgive me, I don't know how to center it. I'm just gonna say last sprint. Oh my, a bunny! Is that your pet bunny? Oh my gosh. That manga that Samantha Rose picked up looks really cute. I want to be a wall. That looks really cute. Waffle? I love that. All right. So you're going back to your Grimm's Fairy Tales, and then Wordsmith, you are editing. Awesome. Okay, and I'm gonna finish the Hunger Games. We're gonna do it, even if I have to speed read. Hey, oh no, you're good. Don't worry about it. So I do that all the time. Like when I'm in Katie's sprints, honestly, half the time I just ignore the timer because I want to be there for like the atmosphere and the chat and like the accountability. But I if I'm like really on a momentum, I don't want to stop, you know? But we're going to do one more sprint. So you're going to go right back to reading unless you want to do something else. But I'm doing just one more and then I got to go, unfortunately. All right. We got a new song just started. One more sprint. Let's finish this, guys. See you in a few. Finished it. Literally just finished on time. Woo! This has been a very productive sprint for me. Finished 2 books. How's everybody else doing? How was that last sprint? Yeah, no, I just did. I just did. I literally had like a page left. Did not get around at all to this manga, but that's okay. I really wanted to finish Heartstopper because I started that a bit longer than I started, like, earlier in the month, you know what I mean? This I only started a few days ago, so. Nice! Why is my face so red? I think I was just nervous about finishing it. Just finished editing, awesome. You gotta export. It probably takes a long time. I know mine take a long time to export, even though the files aren't that huge. It's all on a phone, you know. Nice. Oh yeah, that's a good reminder. Everybody, if you finished a book, make sure you log it for the readathon. I'm gonna go do that now. I logged Heartstopper, but I gotta log The Hunger Games. So exciting. So exciting. And because it's a Hunger Games book and it's an all-month prompt, I'm getting bonus points for my team. I know it looks like I'm clicking around on the timer, but it's the window in front of the timer. Don't worry. The Hunger Games. And it was... how many pages? 374. 74. Submit. That's 2 books for Libra in this one sprint. Giving you a run for your money, Gemini. You guys are already doing so well. You Geminis are crazy. You guys are doing so well. I feel bad because the first week of the readathon, I was kind of in a slump. I didn't get much reading done. And then week 2, I think I read 2 books. And then this week, I think these are the first 2 that I can actually count for week 3 or whatever it is. But yeah, this has been a good reading month for me so far because the readathon is really it's really encouraging to me to read, but also because I'm unemployed, I have a lot of time to read. So, all right, let's update Goodreads. I updated my, oh, it's for, sorry, it's for the Sunrise on the readathon. Let me rank? Oh my God. Let me link Katie Colson's video. The readathon is still going on. It's all month long. It's hosted by Katie Colson. It's called Sunrise on the Readathon, and it's a Hunger Games themed readathon where each week is a battle, and the battle has a special prompt to it. So for the first week, there wasn't a prompt just because it was the start. Second week was banned books, and then this week was marginalized authors, and then next week is translated works, and I'm really excited because I have a book lined up for that already. Yeah, let me link her video. I don't have premium on this account. I have premium on my personal account, so it takes forever to load everything. It's not too late to sign up. Even the districts who are eliminated, they're still doing stuff. So if you haven't joined, you should definitely join. And it's a lot of fun. The Discord is a really lovely place to be as well. So yes, anybody who, if you guys are booktubers, I was opening tabs with your channels so that I can check you guys out and subscribe after this. Because I'm loving this little group that we had for today's sprint. So We gotta support each other. But yeah, so I linked her, blah, 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 blah. I linked her video. Yes. I was like, where is that sentence going? I think I'm probably gonna give the Hunger Games. Is it too late to join? I thought you said you can join at any time. Adriana, you probably did hear your voice because I like was clicking tabs to like open people's videos, and a couple people had like the autoplay video that would start on the homepage. Yeah. So don't mind me just like snooping on your profile. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Honestly, this was really, really fun, and I definitely want to do more sprints another time. I'm probably going to be doing them during the day in Eastern time zone, just because that's, you know, when he's not home, my fiance is not home. I really feel weird filming or talking on camera when someone's in the house. I'll probably do sprints another day, yeah. Oh, Jackie, nice to meet you. I'm Jess. I didn't say my name. My name's not on the profile, but yeah, my name's Jess. Yeah, so I would love to do more sprints another day. Probably not this weekend, because I'm going to my parents tomorrow, and then Sunday... Am I doing anything on Sunday? No, I'm actually not. But he'll be home, so... I can still yap. He'll be playing games next to me. His PC is right next to my PC, but he'll probably just watch his videos and have his headset on anyway, so. But yeah, so maybe, we'll see. But definitely next week, for sure. Thank you guys so much for coming, and I gotta finish updating my Goodreads. Thankfully, company's not coming over till 6:30, so I'm not like crunching on time at all. But I'm so happy that I finished Heartstopper Volume 4 and the Hunger Games. And look how many tabs. Oh, my last tab. Hang on, I gotta fix these. I am neurotic with my tabs because I know some people do them in a lot of people do them in a different way, where they just put the tab right above the quoted section, but I really like having them go like a staircase down the book. So I will literally like have to like open the book, check it where it is against the next tab, open the book, check it, move it a little bit, check it over and over until I get them like all roughly the same distance away from the edge of the page. It's neurotic. I'm literally neurotic. But it's so satisfying though. I can't help it. Yes, thank you guys so much for coming. This was so much fun. Yeah, I did do a lot of reading. Heartstopper is easy just because it's a graphic novel. It was no problem at all to get through that. But then I think I was on page... When did I was on 262. So I read about 110 pages of The Hunger Games in these sprints. And then just the last little bit of Heartstopper. Yeah. Part of it is that I was going through The Hunger Games a bit faster just because I've already read it before. I read it when I was younger, so it was easier for me to get through it. But also at the end I was just like speed reading because I was getting so excited, so like my pace really picked up. Heartstopper is not a reread. I'm on volume 4, so I've only read 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I own volume 5. I haven't read that yet. And then there is a volume 6 being written, but I don't know when that's coming out. I didn't even know there was going to be a volume 6. I thought it was done, but it's not. I know there's 5 volumes. There's a 6th volume getting written, and then I think there's a tie-in novella as well. I'd love to read the whole thing. It's so cute. It's so cute. And it's a breeze to get through. And they're adorable. You like the tabs when they're chaotic. I think it's really satisfying when they're chaotic. I do agree. But I also like the for me, I like the staircase. I don't know. I'm just programmed that way. I don't know. Can't do it anything else. Is volume 6 going to be the last? Okay. I thought 5 was the last one, but I guess not. I gotta update my tracker. I've got my Notion tracker. If you guys haven't heard of Notion, it's a nice website for making your own little database and things like that. So I'm updating my Notion, and I'm updating my Goodreads. I think I can't decide what I want to give the Hunger Games. Part of me wants to give it a 5 purely for the nostalgia, but I also want to give it a 4.5 just because there's a couple things reading it as an adult that I'm like, could have been done a little bit differently, but I still love it. You know what I mean? I think I'm gonna do 4.5, and I might change my mind. But it's amazing. It's amazing. You read The Hunger Games 5 times? Yeah. I read it when I was a teenager. I probably read it a couple times when I was a teenager, but it's been a long time. Number 6 will be the wrap-up? Okay. I wonder if... Don't spoil anything for the volume 5, but I wonder if there's a time skip from 5 to 6. Maybe they're in college now? There are 2 novellas this winter, and then Nick and Charlie. Oh, so I wonder if I should read this winter before I read volume 5. That's good to know. Is the novella for this winter... I've seen Nick and Charlie, a hard copy in the store, but is there a hard copy of this winter, or is it just like a virtual ebook? Do you know? I should look on Goodreads. Yeah, I love Notion. I love a database. I'm not a numbers girl, I'm not a math girl, but I love a spreadsheet. I love having trackers for things. But also with me, with my horrible, awful, no good memory, I will never remember what I read, when I read it, how I felt about it, what I rated it, unless I have a spreadsheet. So I have to have it. Maybe I was thinking someday I might do a Notion tour. Like I'll do a screen record, walk through my Notion database, because I'm very proud of it. I need to finish this update. Okay, I read it, I rated it. Okay. I finished that in 2 days. 2 days. And yeah, let's give it a 4.5 stars on Goodreads. Very exciting. It doesn't really matter if you read this winter now or later. I guess it doesn't matter, but if I'm already kind of like reading chronologically, but this winter would probably be really cute to read in the winter. Is it a Christmas story? Is it a Christmas story? Well, because Volume 4 takes place, there's a time skip in the middle of it, and then it's like New Year's Eve. So I wonder if the novella is during that time skip? During Christmas? I haven't watched the TV show. I've heard it was good though. Did you like it? I wonder if they're gonna make another season of the show for the new volume. Artemis, you heard the word spreadsheet? Yeah, I have a Notion database. Maybe I will, like I said, maybe I'll do a virtual tour of my spreadsheet for a future video. It's not, I mean, it's probably not the most impressive spreadsheet out there, but I do like it. It's a Christmas story, but it's kind of sad. I mean, Volume 4 was honestly kind of sad at the end. It was pretty sad. Oh, you didn't like the show? Yeah, sometimes show adaptations of books or movie adaptations just aren't good. That's why I don't want to watch the Murderbot adaptation that just came out. Because I really liked the Murderbot books, and I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it because I love the books, and I feel like I have a mental image of how Murderbot looks that doesn't match the casting, and I can't see it, you know? I'm sure he's a great actor. I just can't see it. Because for me, Murderbot's character was much more androgynous than the casting, you know? You tried Notion and you got overwhelmed. For me, I actually built mine off of another person's database, and I tweaked a bunch of stuff that she had already done and added a ton of my own stuff and like made it my own, but I had to work off of like a skeleton because if you're trying to start from zero, it is really intimidating. I agree. But there's a lot of pre-built templates out there that are really great. Obviously, when I do my tour, I'm going to link to the original that I used because I think her database is extremely good. It's just, it was way too much for me personally. But she's also a booktuber, so she's got to track a lot of stuff. Yeah, seeing a man as Murderbot. And I know in the books, at one point during the books, I think Murderbot talks about how the Murderbots are built to look a certain way. But I don't know. They were giving major androgyny. I don't know. You know? You get it. All the pre-builds cost money. I think all I had to do was subscribe to her Patreon for a month, which was like nothing. It cost like nothing. It was like the lowest tier, I think, gave you access. I just subscribed for a month and got the template, and then I think she just lets you do whatever you want with it. And obviously I'm not gonna like share my template because it's just mine and I built it off of hers. I'd rather link to hers so that she gets the support, you know? Because I mean I couldn't have made mine without her template, so but yeah, I got access through her Patreon to that. And for me it was worth it because I had tried a couple things. I tried like Libib and stuff like that and a couple other trackers and they just weren't for me. Notion's been the most customizable for me. I really like it. I am so thirsty, but I'm out of water. I don't know if anyone saw my group hydrate message. I hope you guys hydrated. I need to hydrate more because I have this whole thing in my system. I have to drink some more water. This was such a good stream. This was such a productive... I'm so proud of us. I'm so proud of us. We did so much. I'm just so happy that I finished The Hunger Games, and it feels very nostalgic. And to those of you who have read it, I'm not going to say any spoilers, but you guys who have read it, you know the part of the book. Tears. Even though I've read it before, even though I knew it was coming, even though I've seen the movie, doesn't matter. Cried. I cried. Alright, I need to cease my yapping. But thank you so much for joining, and I appreciate it a lot. You guys made this such a wonderful experience for me. Mochi! Say goodbye to the stream! No, you're off camera. Say goodbye, Mochi. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. It really means a lot, and I'm 100% doing more streams. I love sprints. This is so much fun. I love hosting. Well, I love watching them, but when no one is streaming, I'm like, oh my god, I can't read, I can't do anything. I just need like something to hold me accountable. So this was really great, and I got a lot done, and so did you guys. Look at you sitting like a gentleman. So thank you guys so much. I know I'm being a sap. It means a lot. And I'll see you in the next one. I'll post it in the Discord next time that I stream because I gotta help out all the fellow readathon readers. Because honestly, the accountability is huge. It helps a lot. Thank you for answering the call for sprints. No problem, honestly. I just had to overcome my anxiety about it. If you sprint soon, definitely let us know. I would love to join. And since we're in the same time zone, it should be easy. Thank you guys so much. All right, I'm going to stop yapping. I need to go change. I have my friends coming over in a little bit. We're doing some board games. We're ordering pizza. It's going to be a good night. Wordsmith Jackie, right? If you do sprints, definitely let us know. Well, I don't know if you're able to join the readathon. Check the info about it. But if you do join and you join the Discord, you can post there. There's a whole thread for people to like share their booktubes and bookstagrams and stuff. This was so much fun. Thank you guys so much. All right, I'm gonna leave now.